Welcome to the beach house! Today we have a very special game with my mom and dad and me.
And I reserve the right to not answer.
He's been waiting to say that. We are playing Never Have I Ever, and we each have one of these. Michael will be the moderator. He's going to ask us a question.
This sounds dangerous.
If we've done whatever it is or not, and we'll say, I have not or I have. And it might reveal some interesting things about us. I don't know.
I told Dad he has the right to remain silent. Things he says may be used against him.
And that's what I'm afraid of later on.
Are you guys ready for the first question?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Okay. Never have I ever fallen asleep in church.
He sleeps through the whole thing.
Not if Mom's on the side of me. I get sore ribs.
We're upside down here.
Oh, this was upside down.
It was a
It
minute
looked
ago.
fine over here.
That's an easy one.
So is that
I've
just
definitely
a
fallen
normal
asleep.
thing for you
The
guys?
issue is that after we get back from there on a day like that, I have to take a pain pill because my ribs hurt so bad. Because Mom's nudging me on the side.
I'm like,
A couple of ibuprofen.
Okay. Never have I ever knowingly run a red light.
I have.
Mom! Dad!
And I'll tell you why. I ran.
I can't go with you.
I'll tell you why. Okay, I have. I was driving a truck that had a trailer on it, and it had a truck on the back of that.
Oh, yeah.
And the weight of that was so heavy, when the light
Couldn't-
changed, I hit the brake and there was no brakes. I had to swerve around the car and went into the middle of the lanes and missed the oncoming and went on through.
Wow. That's
The
terrifying.
truck stayed on the trailer.
Where was this?
This was with Slavens.
Alright, never have I ever written a book.
Okay.
Mom she has a book, and it's called The Curse of
It's
the Golden
Lafitte and the Curse of the Golden Bayou.
You
And
can
it's
get it
a
on
fun
Amazon.
book on Amazon.
I have, in elementary school, I wrote a book, and it got published. They just made it into like an actual hard book. Like and you read it
It
and
was
you
all-
laughed a lot, and I was like, I don't get it. This book isn't funny. I didn't
All
write
done
a
in
funny thing, but it was
crayon,
like
huh?
I had written the wrong dates and places and all this stuff. Like it was the history of me when I was like 5.
Okay, never have I ever taken something from work.
Yeah, Dad.
I worked at a transfer station where people would bring all their garbage. And a lot of times people would throw stuff away that was really good.
Brand new.
Or like a brand new bike that just had a flat tire. And I would take those bikes home, fix the tires,
And they were brand new.
and have brand new bikes for the kids.
But it was part of your job, actually. They allowed you to do it.
Yeah.
It was not.
I think I stole donuts from the workroom at Horseshoe Mountain when I worked there, or something like that. But not anything that I wasn't supposed to.
Okay, never have I ever clogged someone else's toilet.
It's embarrassing.
Okay, let's move on.
It's like when you run out of the bathroom and you're like, where's the plunger?
I think it's the worst when you're a little kid because you're like, I could leave it, but I don't want to yell for a plunger. It's embarrassing, you know.
Well, I'll tell you.
I was at like a baby shower one day, and that happened. It's a really fancy house.
What is the worst
like
situation?
so
you could possibly
embarrassing.
clog a toilet at?
When I was a kid, about 12 years old, my mom and dad had me babysit for another family. Well, they had a baby. Well, they had cloth diapers back then. And I changed the diaper and put it in the toilet and wasn't sure what to do with it, so I flushed it. Over it came.
You didn't know what to do.
I didn't know. I thought, well, okay.
I've never
And I
done that.
wasn't gonna put my hand on that thing either.
Never have I ever used someone else's toothbrush.
Ew! Ew!
He's
Ew!
used yours.
I
He does it
used
all
their
the time.
toothbrush to wash the toilet out.
Yeah, that's yours. I steal Michael's occasionally when we forget it.
Ew!
But I didn't tell them about it.
Wash
Put it back in
them.
the
They're clean.
I think I have a phobia of that. That's like
Now I want to use your toothbrush.
ew.
I'm just kidding.
Alright. Never have I ever stuffed my pockets with food from a buffet to take home with me.
Ah, I have.
No.
Oh,
Have you, Michael? Michael's going like this.
Mike has, but we
Behind the
haven't.
camera.
Absolutely.
I didn't stuff my pockets. I grabbed a brownie and I was still eating it, and nobody stopped me. I was
Okay,
pregnant, so
I
what are
have-
you
Your
gonna
purse
do?
counts
Steal
as
a brownie
pockets.
from a
I've
pregnant
thought
lady?
about it.
A purse counts because
Yes.
I have put the one half-eaten roll in my purse.
What do you
That
put
counts. That counts.
What do
Well,
you
I
stuff
thought
in your
about it,
pockets?
Cookies, you know,
But
brownies.
the pudding didn't fit too well in the pocket, so I thought, no, I'm not going to do that.
Never have I ever taken store-bought food to a party as my side dish but passed it off as my own.
Hey, you're
I know the story.
She.
I can tell it.
Oh, this is good.
Well, you didn't bring
I
the
just
same
love
food
seeing
in.
them fight. It's so funny.
Okay,
No,
so-
I'm just kidding.
So, okay.
This one is so good. She
Okay,
would have gotten the
so-
ladies in the ward drunk.
So I had this old recipe of my mom's for root beer, and it was made
With yeast.
and it's really good, but it can get a little bit potent. and I had made that, and I was going to teach a class on how to make it to our church group, and when I tasted it, I was like, this is really strong stuff, and I was worried. And
Probably
so
about a
I
2%.
literally took mason jars, and I went and bought like Dad's root beer or whatever in the 2-liter things, and I poured it in the mason jars, and I took it like that.
Wow. Wow.
Alright.
Not
But
that
I was
can
good
remember.
after.
Never have I ever worn someone else's underwear.
Yeah.
Does it count
You
if it's
have to.
hand-me-downs from older siblings?
No, I have not.
What are you guys talking
No,
about?
I haven't. I
I
have
feel
not.
awkward being right here right now.
No, I have not.
Okay. She's
I don't want to hear
not.
this.
That is a
Whatever it
paranoia
is.
of mine, dear.
I'm gonna say I have because of hand-me-downs from siblings. My mind is filling in the gaps, and I'm guessing that both of you have worn other people's underwear. That's
It depends on what kind of party we went to.
John, you are so bad.
Never have I ever pretended not to be home when someone rang my doorbell.
Yeah. I was home alone with the kids, and there was this creepy guy that came up and was like lurking around
That was
the
me.
windows. And so I was like, ew. No, it wasn't him. It was somebody else. But he looked super shady, and I was just like, I'm closing the blinds and shutting the door and locking them, and it was scary.
We used to lock all the doors, pull all the blinds, turn off all the lights, and pretend we weren't home. We do that all the time because people would always come to the house all the time, and it was just like, who? Friends.
Did you
whatever.
have friends?
Yeah. We were social at one point in our lives.
Last question. Never have I ever gone dumpster diving.
Oh, I did all the time. I have.
I don't know if I have. I know a lot of the family has.
my very best experience was with my best friend. We went dumpster diving for flowers after Memorial Day when the
See, it's
the cemetery
like that.
the
Like,
cemetery
the
had
family
thrown
tells a
them
lot.
all away. You know, at the cemetery they just threw them all away, and they were in giant dumpsters, heaping full of mums. And so my friend Shireen and I went. We raided the dumpsters and got as many mums as we could to plant in our yard.
What they
think I
really
have.
were
I
looking
really don't
for
think I have.
was the dirt that was in the pan or the
The
pot.
pots, yeah.
So they dumped the mums out and used all the dirt to replant stuff with.
Yep. Yep. It's called recycling. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me do a never have I ever done door-to-door sales.
sold insurance.
When I was a kid, this is what reminded me of it. He from the transfer station would bring home CDs, like a whole bunch of new ones, and I would take those CDs and whatever, grab a stack of which ones I thought were most popular, and I would knock on the doors. I was 10. I was 10, knocking on doors,
$5 a piece.
door to door, selling them for $5 a piece so that I could get money to go to the movies because I wanted to go to the movies.
And we didn't know she was doing it.
Yes, you
No.
did. I got
No.
permission. I got permission.
From who?
You!
Me?
Yes.
I can think of a really
Never have
good
I
one.
ever had things ooze out of me. You have? You just said you did?
Yeah. All kinds of good
Children.
ideas. that
I've
just
had a lot of
kinda
children
ooze
ooze out of me.
Never have I ever.
Never have I ever eaten out of the garbage. Now I'll explain. There was a lot of times that people would throw away good canned food. And in one case, somebody had thrown away some 1-gallon cans full of smoked almonds.
Ugh, I hate smoked almonds.
We love smoke.
because
Yeah.
of that.
Because of that, because you had more than you wanted, yeah.
Never have I ever gone skinny dipping.
Oh, you had
I
to
have
do that.
You're trying to get it off camera.
I don't think it was skinny dipping. It was chunky dumpling.
I don't know what it was.
You haven't?
I have not.
She has halfway.
Well, are you referring to my swimming accident? Oh, okay. So, okay, when I was in high school, I had swimming class, and one time I dove in the pool, and
The trunks fell off.
Accidental.
Just- yeah, it was
Involuntary halfway skinny dipping.
yeah, but it wasn't on purpose. And it's really hard to swim and pull your
You're
pants
like,
up.
I'm drowning.
I lived in the country, and we hauled hay and we hauled straw a lot. We lived about, probably 100 yards from the river that was just outside of our house. Anyway, there were times when we'd just get right off of the truck from the hay wagon and just go straight down there and jump in. But by the time we got there was generally not anything left on to jump in with. And so, yeah.
This is how I think. I'm like,
It was
I was
scary.
terrified of life. I would never do anything
Me
like
too.
that.
Alright, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to comment below who you want to see us do Never Have I Ever with, because it's really fun.
I tell you
Real
what,
lots of
when I was
secrets.
younger, I did things that was very questionable as to whether I should have or not.
He was very nervous before this. Now he knows that it was tame. We kept it pretty tame for his sake.
My question would have been one that would have gotten him.
Thank you for
gonna-
not getting it in an area that could go terribly wrong.
Oh,
You're
thank you
lucky I
guys.
didn't ask that.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys